everybody. I wanted to do a quick little introduction to the Triplex Entwicklungsdose. This is an East German developing tank for 35mm and 120 film. The tank itself is plastic or bakelite, I'm not sure exactly. You can pour in either in this little funnel here or right down the middle of the spout. The air will kind of bubble out through the little slit here, and you can pour it out through the slit here on the side. The lid comes off, little turn, and inside you have the film spool. What I like to do to prepare this is to unspool the band. So this is what I do in the daylight, is I prepare the band, it's clipped into the spool here, and then for 35mm film I take the leader from the film can, also in daylight, stick it in here, then turn out the lights or put it all in the dark bag, and you're ready to go. Just wind it around and clip the gray end onto the spools when the film is totally loaded. I'm going to go ahead and show you how it works with 120 film, because I think that's the film that most people have more problems with. So for that you have a wider band, and you have to adjust the spool here to the right width. That's 35, 127, 120. Same idea. Slide the band into the clip on the center column. Spool it off to the side. You've got your tank, lid, your film, lights out. Then you open up your film and start spooling. And when you feel the film, this is just a bit of backing paper I cut down. Then what I like to do is roll the backing paper here. So I've got a little tongue of the film sticking out. And then I slide that into the clip with the ribbon. And once that's in place, I can just spool the film onto the spool. The band comes along and the backing paper gets rolled here. I'm not actually touching the film here, I'm just touching the backing paper so I don't get too many of my dirty fingerprints on it. So at some point you'll get to the end. And then what I like to do is just pull the backing paper off the tape. So the spool and the backing paper come off, go to the side, and now I've got the film with the tape and the rest of the band. And now here, you can do it tight, but I like to give it a few little turns backwards so that it's got some play and that it doesn't clamp together too strong. Then you can clip it in place. And what I like to do with the tape here is actually tape the film to this gray clip. That keeps it from sliding out. Also, if it's too loose and the film rolls quite a bit, the film can roll in on itself here. Or if it's a little bit longer, then it can actually get clamped on the side of the tank. And if you turn the other direction while you're developing, I've actually had one roll get pulled out of the spool. But the tape helps prevent those two things. Into the tank. Another thing that helps is when you're doing your agitations, obviously you can't turn it upside down because it's not watertight, but you can turn, once you got your lid on, and be sure that the lid is clipped on all the way. Then you can do your agitations just by turning in this direction. And I like to turn it always this way so that the fluid gets scooped in to the spiral and works its way all the way down to the middle. So, lid goes on, lights can go back on, and then you just develop with whatever chemistry you usually use.